Hi everyone, Kevin Flynn here, bringing a golden postures class to you from Gaia. What are the golden postures, you might ask? Well, if I had to choose just a select few postures in a 15-minute exercise, this would cover most of the bases as far as flexibility, tension. So this really isn't a practice necessarily for strengthening as it is for releasing tension and finding mobility. So if that's what you're here for flexibility, mobility, removing tension and stress, we got you covered. Here are the golden postures. We'll start off in a seated position. Find your way to the floor. If you want to sit on a block like I am, you're more than welcome to. But any comfortable seat will do. You don't have to be kneeling, you can be cross-legged as well. We'll start with a cleansing breath all the way in through your nose. Open mouth exhale. Again, full breath in. All the way out. One more time, all the way in. Let it go. Seated cow pose. Inhale, belly forward, shoulder blades back, heart up. Exhale, arch your back, round your chin to your chest for cat pose. Inhale, cow, belly forward, shoulder blades back, heart up. And exhale, cat. Arch your back, round your chin towards your chest. Let's go two more. Inhale, belly forward. Shoulder blades back. This time, jut your bottom jaw to the ceiling. And exhale, arch your back, round your chin towards your chest. Let's go one more time. Inhale, cow pose, chin up. And exhale, arch your back, round your chin to your chest. Inhale back to a neutral spine. We're going to find our way into a supine position. You can place the block off to the side for a bit. We will be setting up laying down. So go ahead and come down to your back, bring a bend into your knees, and we're setting up bridge pose. Make sure your middle fingers can touch your heels. Inhale, lift up for bridge. We've got the option to stay here, or if you'd like to interlace your hands underneath your lower back, feel free to. Roll your shoulders underneath if you're able. Push down into your feet, lift your hips a little bit higher. And let's take 3 slow breaths here. Exhale your air. And breathe in for 4. Breathe out for 4. In for 4. Out for 4. In for 4. Out for 4. Slowly roll your spine, vertebra by vertebra, back down to the earth. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze and find some freestyle movement. Just wiggle around. I would say wiggling is one of the golden postures, and it's something that we can do obviously in every pose, but this wiggling just gives us the opportunity to explore different activations. I think the world needs a little more wiggles here. Let's take this for a supine twist. Drop your knees over to the left and gaze over your right shoulder. If you'd like a deeper stretch, you can always place pressure from your left hand into your right knee. Take a full breath in. All the way out, exhale. Again, breathe in. All the way out. One more full breath. All the way out. Inhale, bring your gaze and legs back to center. Counter stretch by windshield wipering your legs. And we'll take this to the opposite side. Go ahead and drop your knees over to the right and gaze over your left shoulder. Once again, option to put pressure from your right hand into your left knee to increase the twist. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, breathe out of your belly. Again, chest breath in. Exhale, belly breath out. One more time, chest breath in. And belly breath out. Inhale, bring your gaze and legs back to center. And again, counter stretch by windshield wipering your legs. All right, let's come back up into a seated position. So when you're ready, find your way up. We'll have straight legs here, setting up for a simple forward fold. So first, you'll want to pull your booty back so that your sits bones can make connection to the earth. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, find a grip. So most of us will probably be grabbing underneath our calves here, and you'll use the strength of your arms to create a deeper stretch. Some of us may be able to grab our feet. Awesome if you can do that. If you can reach past your feet, you can even place a block at the end. It's not a competition, so just make sure that you're finding a grip that feels natural to you. Then when you're ready, inhale, find length to your spine. And exhale, fold nose towards your knees. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And let's go for 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Last round, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift your torso. We're now making our way into frog pose. This is a bit of a different posture. If you've never done it before, I would recommend either watching or just listening well. Make sure that you are now rolling up your mat like a burrito. And we want to use the cushion of our mat underneath our knees. If you're practicing on carpet, by the way, you may not have to do this, but we just want enough cushion underneath our knees so that we feel well supported. We want to turn our toes out to the sides of the room. So about 90-degree bend with your knee, about 90-degree bend with your ankle. I'll turn to the sides too so that you can see this just for a better view. Knees and feet, about 90-degree bend. Doesn't need to be perfect though. And then from here, we lower down to our forearms. And by now, most of us will probably feel a pretty intense stretch with the inner thigh. If you're not feeling much of a stretch, you've got a few options. First, you could bring your knees wider. Ooh. Second, you could choose to lean your hips back just a little bit. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but I'm leaning my hips back just an inch or two. And for me, that's enough stretch for one day. So I'll hold here and we'll give ourselves a few moments to settle in. Now, this posture, we like to hold a little bit longer than some of the other postures that we've done, and I'll tell you why. We want, as best we can, to let our muscles relax. So there's a lot of muscles that connect with the glutes, the inner hips, even up to the lower back. And it takes a little bit of time when holding a posture to get our muscles to soften so that we can get into the deeper connective tissues of the hips. So we've got tendons, ligaments, some cartilage, we've got joints, a lot of stuff happening in our hips. And all of this stuff is mobile. It just takes a lot more time to get into that stretch, if that makes sense. So long story short, whenever we're holding a stretch of any kind for less than 60 seconds, we are usually targeting the muscles. Anytime we are holding a stretch for longer than 60 seconds and we're incorporating relaxation, that's usually when we're getting into the other connective tissues. That being said, we are now halfway through. Yay! Scan your body right now and see if there's anywhere that you're holding unnecessary tension. For me, I have unnecessary tension in my arms, so I'm going to try to drop a little closer to the earth and just let gravity win. Another way to inspire the relaxation of our muscles is to breathe in a relaxing way. So let's do 2 rounds of 4, 7, 8 breath. That's inhaling for 4, holding for 7, and exhaling for 8. Go ahead and exhale your air. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 4. Hold for 7. Breathe out for 8. If you'd like to stay in this posture longer, you're welcome to. If you're ready to release, push down into your arms, start to straighten your legs, and do let out any grunts or groans that naturally come up. Better out than in. And then when you're ready, we'll find our way back to our laying down position. So if your mat is rolled up, we can go ahead and unroll it. Okay, and then find your way back to your supine position. So our final posture is supported bridge. I would recommend using a block for this, but you could use an assortment of other things to just lift your hips up. So go ahead and grab a block if you have it nearby. A stack of books can work for this as well. And if you don't have any props, well, we can just find a regular bridge pose because it will make the same thing happen. But if you do have a block, lift your hips as high as you can, and then slide a block underneath so that your hips are held at close to the highest position. And then this is a very simple posture. We're just letting gravity do the work. So the past 2 postures, we are holding and held for longer. Frog pose, the one we just did before, we held longer because it's helping open up a lot of the inner hip stuff that happens when we spend a lot of time sitting for a long time. This is also opening up through the lower back, which again, when we are in a seated position, most of us are starting to shorten up all of the connecting tissues in our hips, in our lower back. So now we're working on expanding it. We're here for about, let's say 90 seconds here. If you'd like to play with having straight legs, you're welcome to try extending your legs forward. Though I will say the leg extension will not feel good for everyone. So if you extend your legs and it does not feel great, bring a bend back into your knees. And this is great to be here as well. All right, let's switch in a couple of 4, 7, 8 breaths. We were just doing these a moment before. Go ahead and exhale your air. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 7. Breathe out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 8. One more time. In for 7, or in for 4. Hold for 7. Breathe out for 8. When you feel ready, go ahead and lift your hips, remove the block slowly, and roll your spine vertebra by vertebra down to the earth. Gently hug your knees into your chest. And then let's find Shavasana, because the golden postures wouldn't be complete without a resting position. So go ahead and get as comfortable as you can. Heels at the edges of your mat. Let your arms rest open by your sides, palms face up. And we'll incorporate 3 physiological sighs. Take a full breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Again, full breath in. Extra sip of air. Open mouth, exhale. One more time. Full breath in. Extra sip. Big sigh. Shavasana. Yogis, we're going to close our practice here. Stay in Shavasana for as long as your body wants to rest. The longer, the better, in my opinion. So if you've got wiggle room for another 5 or 10 minutes of rest, go for it. I just want to say thank you for making time for your practice. Thank you for your interest in self-exploration, for self-care. I like to think that when we are caring for ourselves and when we are exploring our inner realm, it helps us explore the outside realm as well. And when we are well cared for, we generally care for others the same. So thank you for being the change that we all want to see in the world. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste. See you next time.